What's going on? Everybody tuning in to the live stream. Carolina Panthers just lost to the Jags by 16, 26 to 10, man. And I don't know. I'm kind of over it. Um, what's up, everybody tuning in? What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's up, Corbin? Said, please don't be recording. Nah, we live. We live. We is live right now. Um, I don't know. I don't know how to start this. There's a lot I want to say, right? There's a lot that needs to be said about this team. I don't really know at the moment. I'm kind of lost for words. There's a lot to say for a lot of positions. Offensively, there's a few things that I liked. Defensively, there's a few things that I liked. It's just a lot to go over right now about everything. Let's let me get to some of these chats. I don't know what to say, man. I just want to, for once, enjoy football as a Panthers fan. We try to stay positive, but I'm done. This team's never won a Super Bowl. Whew. man, what this team can do to people. Yeah, I'm kind of listen. I'm gonna say this. There's a lot about this organization that is just wrong right now. I feel like there's no identity within the organization. You have your head coach saying he wants to do certain things and doesn't do it. Chuba Hubbard in the second half, I didn't see him play really a lot. I didn't really see him get the ball a lot. I saw Trevor Etienne and Rico Dowdle get more opportunities on offense in second half after the rain, obviously, than Chuba did. Okay, Chuba had a good game. Specifically in the first half, he had a great game when he got touches, but then we went away from that. It made no sense. The plan, and we know Dave Canales has mentioned this a lot, by the way, as a head coach of this team. He's mentioned he wants to run the ball. He wants to be a run-heavy team as our head coach, and it seems like he has not doubled down on that, and it seemed like there's wrong everywhere. I honestly don't know the exact thing to point at because Bryce Young had big misses today. He had big misses today. Obviously, with the two picks, the one pick to Rico was not his fault, but he had that one pick and that one fumble, which was a big, groundbreaking mistake that he made today. To do was that JC was the only one getting praise. Man, JC, it seems like when he gets thrown at, he just makes plays, bro. Like, you don't want to throw at JC, which is why JC Horn is a top 5 corner in the NFL. I'm going to keep that, just stamp that right now, bro. When teams throw at JC Horn, you can't do anything about it because he's that good of a player. Okay, he's the only positive player on defense. The interior defensive line was so underwhelming. Derek Brown did not, it just seemed like he wasn't there all game long until that one play that he got held when he really got pressure. I just don't know what to say. What is the main cause right now from this team, from today's performance? Okay, it's not just one thing because Bryce Young, it seemed like when he made throws today, his receivers dropped the ball. But then he also made big time mistakes as well consistently today with that pick and that fumble. So I don't really know what to point at right now when we're talking about this team and who to blame, because there's stuff that you obviously can point out from both sides of the ball. Okay, JC was not even close to an issue. I say, T-Mac was not an issue either. He, obviously first game as a rookie, he played great today. His hands are outstanding. He's going to be an all-pro receiver for us in the future. I promise you. I don't know if it's going to be with Bryce. If not, okay, I'm gonna have to go back and obviously watch the game back from start to finish, because that's what's going to be what gets me, really what is going to help me realize what the problem was today. Like, the sole problem. I don't know what it is. Like, I really, right now, sitting there watching the entire game from start to finish, I don't know what the problem was. It seemed like there was just bits and pieces from every player besides JC and T-Mac, I feel like. The offensive line was bad at moments as well. That throw to Hunter Renfrow could have been a touchdown on the first drive, or was the second drive of the game. I don't know exactly the exact drive it was. Could have been a touchdown if the offensive line held up on that one play. The offensive line was good the entire game, for the most part, but the specific plays is what messed us up on the O-line. I don't get it. It just seems like we're undisciplined a little bit. Obviously, the Jags had a lot of flags today, so you could say they're undisciplined. A ton of holding flags for them. He said, I also think our team's younger and it was wet. Yeah. Yeah, we are definitely younger as a team. Okay, I get that we are younger, but I feel like I don't know. And when we start talking about the Bryce portion of this, right? Because that's a big topic of discussion. He's in year 3, and we have to start discussing: is he really going to be the quarterback of this team in the future? Right? That needs to be the question. It needs to start happening. And I don't want it to happen because obviously you see this number right here. This is Bryce. I want Bryce to be my quarterback for the future. But listen, when we're looking at this team, is he going to be? Okay, that needs to start being in question. It has to be, because at the end of the day, what's up, Trizzy? First time being here on live. What's up, bro? But when we really start dissecting this team every year, listen, I get it. Bryce did not have the biggest help today at all. XL played like garbage again. I'm not shocked by it because XL looks like just another Mingo to me right now. T-Mac is the only receiver today I looked actually very good. He's going to be such a good receiver in the league, man. He has the size, he has the hands, he has everything you want in a receiver in the NFL. And today he played outstanding in his first start. He did more today than what Mingo did in the year and a couple games that he was here in Carolina, and what XL's done so far. He's actually making an impact, and his hands are outstanding. Okay, that's the biggest thing. But back to Bryce. We need to really start having discussions, because at the end of the day, he's in year 3. And yes, even though he did not have help today, we cannot keep giving out these excuses to our quarterback one, so-called quarterback one of the future, and is supposed to be this generational quarterback that we drafted to be this generational passer that we drafted him to be, which he was at Alabama, and just cannot get over the hump of taking over. Listen, the best quarterbacks in the league are not going to have consistent elite play from their receivers, their running backs, their offensive line every game. But you know why Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL? Because when he doesn't have the help in some games, he still goes out there and plays like the best quarterback in the NFL. If Bryson wants to elevate and become the quarterback that we need him to be, the only way he does that is if he comes out and games like today where his players aren't catching the ball. Okay, he's putting the ball on the money, but they're not catching it. You cannot turn the ball over. Without the turnovers, Bryce has a solid game today. Okay, he really does. But he also misses throws. Okay, just those turnovers really made a big impact on the game. It just did. Let me get back to some of the chats here. He said, "No, I'm not like being for real. Like, of course, keep pounding. I'm just really upset." No, trust me, I understand. I'm on the same exact way as you right now. I'm gonna be supporting this team, showing up for you guys, making videos, going live every single Sunday, just consistently. Okay, this is my team for life. I promised all that. But one thing that I'm starting to get tired of is plays. It's just this. Okay. We're in year 2 of Dan Morgan and Dave Canales. There's no way I'm saying I'm done. Who's on the hot seat? The only player on the coach on the hot seat right now is Ejiro Evero. That's it. Because I'm sick of J.C. Horn. I bet one of the best corners in the NFL, when he gets the opportunity to prove it, is just never on the best receiver. He's on the 3rd best receiver, it seems like, most of the game. I'm tired of this zone coverage that we're playing on 3rd and shorts just to play it. These open zone coverages. You're Dan Morgan, you are a former linebacker, and the worst position on this team is linebacker, the worst core in the NFL. Trevin Wallace is a bust. I'm going to call it right now. He's not a good player. Christian Roseboom, same thing. Because listen, right, today, obviously, the front 7 was not good. Listen, the front 7 was not good today. The interior, Derek Brown was really not there today. Obviously, Turk got injured in the beginning of the game. All that comes into effect. Trevon Moehrig was literally the best linebacker today for us, because it seemed like every time Travis Etienne got a little, got past the first level and the front 4, he had to make a tackle, because Christian Roseboom and Trevor Wallace could not do a single thing to stop the run today. They couldn't do anything, actually, to be honest with you, like if we had to just keep it a buck. But in that sense, okay, I don't know what's the biggest issue. I want to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think is the biggest problem with this team right now? Just what do you guys think is, because I don't know. Okay, because Bryce, at the end of the day, I want to see him elevate. I had a feeling this was going to happen. Like, I had a feeling, because it happened last year. It seems like we have a good offseason every year. We have the hype, and then it just goes downhill. Get some of these chats. Just seems so undisciplined and out of the sync, and they let it all go down to domino. Yeah. And it's funny, because I will say this. Take away the little mistakes that you make were in this game at the end. So I don't want to come on here and just bash the team and be like, we're going to be bad again. We're going to be awful again. And it's just going to need another benching of Bryce to get into him to learn to actually play football again. Because take the fumble away, you score there. Just take some of the little things away, and you're in this game at the end. That's the biggest, I think, thing that I don't know how to feel right now. But I'm just sick of it. Like I see this every single year. So I don't want to just give the benefit of the doubt at all. I just don't. Like, I don't want to give the benefit. You lost by 16. You lost by 2 scores. You could have lost by, it could have been 30-7 or 30-3 in the fourth quarter. This game should not have been as close as it was, but because you got bailed out by another fly by the Jags, which it seemed like the refs were doing for us, bailing us out a ton today. This game is not close at all. It's worse. It's actually a worse performance than it was 26-10. We shouldn't have known Leggett was going to be it when Canales during the presser said he works hard. Maybe to overworks. Yeah, listen. And when it comes to XL now, I don't know what to say. I was getting bashed all offseason long by some Panthers fans whenever I stated that Jalen Coker is a better receiver than XL. He has better potential than XL because he's just a football player, man. He's a receiver. He has what it takes. He has the passion as a receiver. He just has what it takes to become a good receiver. I cannot wait till he comes back in 3 weeks? Most likely. I don't know exactly when he's coming back, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited for him to come back because we need him back. We need him back. T-Mac and Jalen Coker are going to be an actually good duo that we can watch on Sundays, and I'm very excited about that. But when it comes to XL, I just don't know. I don't know what to feel because at the end of the day, I called it. I called this performance. Not this performance. I thought he was going to be the X factor of today's game, and he just has no IQ as a receiver. His IQ is just nothing as a receiver, bro. He has all the athleticism in the world, but can't put it into effect on Sundays at all. So I just don't know. I don't know. Corbin said, Nick Scott in the rain, our problem. Bro, can someone explain to me why Nick Scott is starting on my team? Please. I need Dave Canales to tell me in the presser on what, tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't know exactly when the presser is. I need a quick listen. That touchdown that I don't know, one of the tight ends had, that second touchdown that they had was the first one to make it 10-3. I don't know exactly. The crosser inside the 10. That was not on Nick Scott. He kind of had to double 2 players. It was on Trevin Wallace when you go back and watch the film on it. But Nick Scott is terrible. That big run that Travis had, that like 70-yard run he had, that was on Nick Scott. He missed an open field tackle, but I'm not shocked by it. So Nick Scott's definitely an issue. Let's see. Be honest, 2 to 3 years from now, do you see Bryce on the team like serious? Because right now I don't. Man, that's such a tough question. That's such a tough question. I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm starting to get to the point where I don't know if he can be a top 10 quarterback. I don't. Because you said he could be a top 10 QB in 2 to 3 years. I don't think he can. Okay. I think at best he's 15. Like top 15 at best. He's like in the 12 to 18 range at best. Because at the end of the day, he's in year 3 and he has not found the ability to elevate his team. Okay. We have given him excuses, and year 1, that entire season is an excuse. It does not matter. It makes sense why he was as bad as he was. I'm not bashing him from year 1 at all. Okay. The one thing I'm going to do is stop giving him excuses. Last year and this year, we gave him T-Mac. It's time to stop giving him excuses, because if he wants to elevate as a quarterback 1 and be a top 10 quarterback in the league, at the end of the day, you have to elevate the players around you at some point. You're in year 3, man. You're in year 3. It's time to do it. When you lose a game because a quarterback fumbles the ball, it's just sloppy. It's not just mentally there every single game. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So is he going to be on the team 2 to 3 years from now? I don't even know if he's going to be on the team next year. I have to, it's a wait and see, because at the end of the day, if we keep doing this and the offense is stagnant all the time, he's going to get benched again. It's just going to happen. I don't want it to happen, because today was not as bad as last season, right? Today was not that bad. He really not played that bad. It was the turnovers and just the miscues that came. The accuracy was not the problem, right? When he was accurate, the receiver dropped the ball. Hunter Renfrow dropped like 2 passes, all that. The offensive line messed up. Austin Corbett does not know how to snap the football, but all that. Warren going out of the game with the hamstring did not help at all. It didn't, because he is really your your biggest player in terms of the interior when getting to the quarterback, because the edge rushers, if you cannot tell today, suck. The pass rushers suck. They're terrible. Okay, DJ Wanham, no pressure. Pat Jones, no pressure, not surprised. Princely, no pressure. Nick Scott, no pressure. Obviously, I'm going to go back and watch and see if there was any actually pressure. When I was watching the game, no pressure, which is why Trevor Lawrence was able to, dink and dime all these little in-between zone passes because we could get no pressure. None. It just doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. Everything looks dysfunctional right now as a team. It just does, and it's funny because it's happening again, like last season in week 1. I'm not mad, but if we lose to the Cardinals next week, it's over. It's over because at the end of the day, we've owned the Cardinals. Honestly, it depends on how bad we lose because we are going on the road next week. So I don't want to say it's over if we lose next week, but I just have no faith at this point. I don't. Again, today was not as bad as people think. Like, honestly, letting it sit for a little bit, I'm starting to realize that it's not that bad to a certain degree. Because at the end of the day, it's just if you take 5 plays away, we're in that game in the fourth quarter. So I don't want to sit here and just bash the entire team and saying we're going to be terrible again, all this and that, because I just don't know what to point out, which is the biggest reason why I don't know how to feel. Because if there was a specific thing that I could point out and say that was the reason, then I would not be bad. I would not be too upset right now. But because it seems like the entire team just sucked today, from the coaches all the way to players, I don't know how to feel. Face here, Bryce Young is done. I'm here, Hendon Hooker might get activated. No, buddy, no. Bryce Young is not done yet. This was not a week 1 performance from last year. There was a little bit of miscues today. So no, but listen, I don't know. Okay. What's up? He said, on to week 2, we got to get it right sooner or later. Keep pounding from the fact that we were always going to be a little guy regardless how far we came. Yeah. Next week's going to be interesting because, listen, I don't know. Like, I just don't. I said we're going to split. I had us losing this game, by the way. Like if you guys go back and watch my prediction from Wednesday, I'm pretty sure, I had us losing this game. But I just didn't have us losing this game this bad. By just this bad. I didn't. So, just this bad at all. I just didn't have it. Just didn't have it. He said, yeah, I'm sorry. Bryce just might need to be done because it's just not going to work. It's his 3rd year. I love Bryce. I want it to be him, but it's just going to be, listen, I'm the same way. I was a Bryce guy when in 2023 that we drafted him. I was a Bryce guy. I was Bryce over CJ every single day because I saw him at Alabama, one of Nick Saban's, if not Nick Saban's best quarterback he's ever coached at Alabama. It's just, I'm at the point now where when are we going to see him actually elevate? Last year, that's cool, bro. 8 weeks of football is cool. But when you're that bad the first year and a half of your career, 8 weeks of football is not going to do anything for me. And you really only elevated the last 3 weeks. As you saw on the broadcast, he had like 10 touchdowns, no picks the last 3 weeks. They didn't even mention the actual 8 weeks that he came back, right? Because he did not actually elevate till the last 3 weeks. That's why I came into the season thinking I got to see more from Bryce before I just stamp him going to be this great player for us in 2025, because I just wasn't there yet. I need to see bigger sample size, right? And today, when this happens again, where, listen, your receiver's not catching balls for you, your offensive line is not showing up for you in certain instances, you need to learn how to elevate as a quarterback. You're in year 3. You need to learn how to elevate as a quarterback. I'm tired of giving him excuses when we went out there, drafted T-Mac, who is going to be a dog, man. He's going to be a dog. So if you're Bryce, you got to tap in, because I'm telling you right now, he will be a dog. He's going to be just that good. What's up? He says, still got face. Bryce, he's just a slow starter, but you need to eliminate that, though. I don't. But today it just seemed like, I don't know. A slow starter in what, like games, like actual games, or are you talking about the season? Because does he have jitters? Is he scared of starting bad? Like, I don't understand why he comes out in seasons and just plays as bad. I don't get it. I don't understand. And again, I think we're overlooking the amount of like how bad he actually played, because I don't think he was that bad, right? Like, I'm here and he made the biggest mistakes. The biggest mistakes that were made today from any player, it was from Bryce. And again, when you're the quarterback, you can't do that. You have to learn how to elevate. I think that's the biggest thing from Bryce that he needs to learn, is just elevate the players around you. When you come into a game and your receivers cannot catch that day or separate because you're going up against one of the best corners in the NFL, for example, or you're going up against one of the best pass rushers, for example, how do you counter that as one of the best quarterbacks in the league? Patrick Mahomes knows how to counter that. Josh Allen knows how to counter that. Lamar knows how to counter that. The only way Bryce can elevate his game and become a top 15 quarterback in the league and, start inching towards top 10 is elevating the players around him. When a week, is not going his team's way, his teammates' way, he can say, you know what, I'll take over. And we saw that against the Falcons specifically last year in the last week of the season. He took over. He said, I can take over and be the best player on this offense. And that's the only way he can just be that good. He said the Renfro drop and not hitting wide open Chuba on the 5. Yeah. That Renfro did not play great today, obviously. I mean, he had a couple, drop balls today. I don't know. He said he fumbled and threw an interception, but his team dropped the ball when he starts to get in the rhythm. I agree. Listen, I will say that to everyone right now. Okay. Like, he did not play that good today in the instance that he needed to play, but in the same token, his teammates and the players around him did not help him out. They did not help him out. A ton of drops. A ton of things did not go his way today in terms of teammates. And I will say that confidently. just to say it confidently. I can say that confidently. I love Bryce. Obviously, you can see I got his jersey on. I hope he's the one, bro. I hope he's the quarterback. And I think I'm just tired of the same stuff, man. It seems like every game he plays bad, he says the same stuff in press conferences. It seems like I want to see that leap, because we know he has the ability to be a quarterback in the NFL, at least a backup. Like, we know he has the ability to be that good. Like, he's not this bad quarterback. Today, he did not play as bad as last year, where he just looks awful and can't throw accurately. That's not what today was. Today was just, he wasn't able to take over as a quarterback, and we want to see that. He's in year 3. I'm tired of seeing the same Bryce not elevating. It's week 1. Oh, because it's week 1. No, you need to find a way to take that step as a quarterback, and that's the biggest thing that Bryce needs to learn. If Ransom playing, I need Ransom or Damani to play here soon. I'm just gonna say. He said Bryce just might be Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. That's actually not a bad comparison in terms of what he could be in the NFL. Because Trevor Lawrence obviously is not this amazing quarterback as you saw today, bro. Like, he did not play that good today. We gave him opportunities because we just didn't know how to get to the quarterback, and we did not know how to cover today. And you have Nick Scott playing in the back. So whenever you're a quarterback and you have Nick Scott back there, you better have a good day throwing the ball. Simple. But that comparison is actually not that bad. I actually don't mind that comparison in terms of what he could be. I hope that's not true, right? Because Trevor Lawrence obviously is not a bad quarterback, but he's just not going to elevate anybody around him. That's what Trevor Lawrence is, right? He's going to have some games where he looks really good, and some games where, like how Bryce had today, where he's the reason why you lost on offense. That's what Bryce is right now, and he needs to find a way to go over the hump. And is he going to? I don't know, but this is the last chance he has, because you just drafted an insanely talented receiver in T-Mac, and it's time for you, Bryce, to find a way to take that step. It's time. And it needs to happen soon. He's any better. Wasn't the pick first play? Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. It's just, I'm looking at it right now, and what is y'all tell me right now, everyone that's on YouTube right now, let me know what is just the one thing why we lost today. Was it Bryce? Was it the defense? Was a specific player on defense is the reason why we lost? What is the reason why we lost today? Okay, and I think I have to say it's probably Bryce. in terms of why we lost today. But again, it's just I don't really know because in the same way, he wasn't the biggest issue. I think I don't know. Like I don't know what the biggest issue is from today's game. I don't know who was the biggest problem. I don't know. What's up, Caleb? He said, now you go, bro. You good, man. You good. I mean, you here now. That's all that matters. You here now. Biggest mistakes were Nick Scott. So y'all think Nick Scott was the biggest focus why we lost today's game? I don't think so. Nick Scott, well, on defense, maybe it is. But I feel like in terms of the biggest kind of game-changing plays, Nick Scott wasn't the problem. Now, if he was on that tight end, I could actually agree with you because that means he gave up a touchdown in a bad coverage play and an insane run. I don't know. He said when the coaches go back and look at the tape, there's a lot of mental errors. Snaps were terrible from Austin. Missed tackles from Nick Scott specific. Honestly, everyone missed tackles today. It seemed like every time Travis Etienne got the ball, there was plenty of opportunities for a tackle for loss, and he just got back to line of scrimmage. A ton of times. Like this, honestly, this loss might have been more of a just mental errors type loss. Go back and just clean it up. Next week is going to tell us a whole lot about that, though. Okay, it's going to. Next week is going to tell us a whole lot because if we come out and do the same thing next week, it's over. It's over. Season's over. Let's watch it. We're winning 5-6 games again. It's over. Let's just start heading to the draft. Okay, but if we make it competitive next week and it's a good game and we look better, the fundamental things are not messed up, then we're good. Simple. He said, yeah, the whole team. I agree. See, like I can't pick a specific player because everybody played out of sorts today. Besides T-Mac and JC, Derek Brown didn't play bad at all. Turk made some plays in the beginning game, but obviously he got injured. He didn't come back. I don't know. Mike Jackson didn't play that bad. Again, defensively, honestly, for how bad we bashed the defense, it didn't play that bad. Like the reason why we lost today is because the offense and the turnovers. I think that's the biggest reason why we lost today. But I can't give you a specific player or reason why we lost because it just seemed dysfunctional. And the play calling too, I need us to change that because Dave Canales. I see someone say on Twitter today that no, he's not an elite play caller like we think he is. Like he thinks he is. I don't know. But missed opportunities is the biggest reason. He said once you give him them 70-yard run, it gave him too much tempo. Yeah, I agree. Nick Scott was not good today, as expected. That missed tackle gave them the momentum, pretty much. It's a good thing I didn't start Bryce this week and started Baker Mayfield. Baker's good. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about fantasy, right? Good quarterback right there. Good quarterback. Bryce, do not start Bryce next week. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just wait. Let him prove himself first. If you have Bryce in fantasy and you want to start him, don't do it yet. He said, we let a mid running back look like he's top 5, even though any other team makes him look mid. That's true. Travis Etienne is not that good. He's probably not even top 15, 20 running back in the NFL in terms of starting running back. He's probably not. But today we made him look like he's some insane running back. I just don't know what the problem is. I just don't know what the issue is with this team right now. The run defense thought it was going to be improved. It wasn't. The pass rush I knew was going to be bad. It's going to be bad all year, guys. Just get ready for it. Pat Jones shouldn't be starting. Nick Scott shouldn't be starting. I just don't really know. I'm kind of I don't know. I don't know because it's just like I say a lot is wrong, but the same way I'm trying to hold back and say like to myself, but it just felt like it was just a fundamentally week 1 type of game. Let's just wait till next week is kind of what I want to say, but I'm tired of saying that. I'm tired of giving this team and organization the benefit of the doubt when I've seen this before. I've seen this way too many times, by the way, for me to
sit here and feel good about anything, to be honest. I'm picking. I don't like the way Bryce played because he's the quarterback. He's the biggest part of the team, so I'm picking on him because he's the one that needs to step up. I agree. Perfect way to say it. Perfect way to say it. Except I'm not picking on him either. I hope he is the quarterback of the future. Man, I really do. Like, this is not about picking on Bryce. This is about just wanting him to elevate because we know he's not a bad quarterback. If he was a bad quarterback, I would be sitting up here saying, okay, it's time to move on. It's time to figure it out. Who's the next quarterback of the team going to be, right? That would be picking on Bryce and doing that. But today, he wasn't awful because he made good throws. His receivers dropped a lot of balls that he made. So it's not all on him, as a lot of people want to say it is, but it's also not. Is the mic messed up? Hold on. Is it better now? Let me know if it's better. I said agree, but we can have ETN run for 150 yards. If we have Travis run for 150, bro, when we play actually like top 10 running backs like Bijan, bro, think about when we play the Falcons in week 3. Bijan and Tyler Algier, they're going to feast. They're going to feast. And literally all you can do with Bijan is just run to the outside. Like, that's it. He said, y'all chewing on Bryce, or y'all chewing Bryce and hating when he had 5 drop balls from receivers. Defense gave up 200-yard rushing. I just told you straight up that I know Bryce is not the only issue from this game. It's everybody. It's literally everyone. It's everything. It's play calling. It's defense, offense. The offensive line was not good in certain instances. I don't know. But I'm not sitting here bashing Bryce Young. I'm not that type of guy. I have a Bryce Young jersey on. Why would I just bash Bryce when I know that Bryce is not the only issue right now? He's not. The game today did not show a bad quarterback. Today just showed he's not elevated yet, and he's not a top 50 quarterback yet. That's what today showed me. But it did not show me he's a bad quarterback, by the way. Like, Trevor Lawrence is not a bad quarterback, but he's just not an elevator, and he's not someone that you can probably win a Super Bowl with. Okay, but that does not mean he's a bad quarterback. Like, Tua Tagovailoa is a bad quarterback. That's the stamp you put on him. But Bryce is not that. Not even close. They're at 80. If you remove the 60, yeah. Still, 80 for Travis is still too much. Like, 80 is still too much for Travis, bro. But I do agree that Nick Scott tackle did make that pretty terrible. He said, I've been watching the Panthers. I've been watching the last 3 years. Did you watch the final 3 games? I did mention in the beginning of the stream that Bryce had a great 3 end of 3 weeks, but the only reason why they mentioned it's funny. The only reason why the broadcast today mentioned the last 3 games and not when he got, came back from the benching is because that's the only time he's actually elevated his team. Like, it's just, we have to stop making excuses. Like, it seems like this fan base likes to pick and choose a certain amount of games every year to put on Bryce and say, look, when he has everything perfect for him, he does amazing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he needs to learn how to elevate the team around him. Stop making him. Bryce is not down here. Bryce is up here. If you watch him at Alabama, Bryce should be up here. His expectations as a quarterback should be up here, not down here. That's what Bryce is. Like, we cannot take a 3-game sample size and say, look, when everything was perfect for him and he had the running game going, he had the momentum going, he played amazing. Well, duh, any good quarterback's going to do that. But Bryce's expectations as a quarterback should be up here, not down here. Not, take a small sample size. Everything has to be perfect for him to be good. I expect Bryce Young to elevate. I saw him at Alabama elevate the players around and be the best player on that offense against Texas in, 2021 or 2022, when he had to carry that team to beat that team on that last drive. What does that mean? He elevated the team around him. The expectations for Bryce should be up here, not down here. Right? It shouldn't be 3 games out of 36 games in his career so far. Look, when everything's perfect, he can be good. I would hope so. Okay? He needs to elevate. Games like this is where we see Bryce goes from here to here. Simple. And that's what I want Bryce to do. So yeah. The play calling from today looked so bland. I agree. I will agree with that. The play calling today was not good on both sides of the ball. Offense, it looked kind of bland. Defensively, we know Ajay Rivera has a lot of things that he does on defense that I don't like a ton. But yeah, think he can be great, and actually being great is different. Everyone in the chat knows which one he is right now. I think he's in the middle. Personally, I think he's in the middle right now. Because again, he's not bad. Today, he made big mistakes, but again, the accuracy was not a problem today, actually. And I will stamp on that. The accuracy today was not the problem. And we said that last year, the accuracy was a part of his problem. Okay, but today it wasn't. It wasn't. Which is why I can also get on the train that his teammates did not help him out at all today. Okay, same thing. Travis was only averaging like 4.6 without 70 yards. 4.6 is still a lot. Like, you can literally run the ball twice and get a first down in that instance, which I don't like that, But if you cannot tell, I have a lot of thoughts right now about this situation. I don't really know what to say. Said, bro, we are in the NFL here. Not everything's going to be perfect. Actually, almost nothing's perfect. What makes a good quarterback is stepping up. Exactly. The best quarterbacks in the NFL just elevate the team around them. It's simple. Patrick Mahomes played against the Chargers, had to do insane things to keep that game close and be in that game. Simple. Patrick Mahomes last year, do you think he had a perfect situation last year as a quarterback? No, but he went to the Super Bowl because he's Patrick Mahomes. And I'm not saying Bryce needs to be Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying that at all. Okay, he can be Jordan Love. Jordan Love has a pretty average receiver core, but because he elevated and got better every single year, now he knows how to do that as a quarterback. Okay, he knows how to do it now. Like, he has a good receiving core, right? Jaden Reed, players like that. Now Matthew Golden, but he's never had a number one receiver. Since Jordan Love has been a good quarterback, has he ever had a true elite number one receiver? No, because he doesn't need it, because the expectations for him now are up here, and they know he can elevate the team around him. And that's what I want Bryce to do, because I know he's a good quarterback. Okay, but I don't want to say he's only good when everything's perfect around him, because we're not going to win anything there. At that point, I don't want you to be my quarterback, because you're going to need everything around you to be perfect in order to win. Quarterback is the most important position in the NFL. And if your quarterback can only be good when everything around him is perfect and cannot elevate, it's going to be hard for you to win a Super Bowl. It's just going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Simple. And that's what we're trying to do here, is win a Super Bowl in Carolina. It's pretty simple. I also think this week he's using to figure out who can catch. Yeah. XL can't. XL has no IQ as a receiver. I think that's pretty obvious at this point. I don't know. Yeah, XL, man. Like, what is the conversation now for XL? Because I don't even know. I don't even know what the conversation should be for XL, because, like, I'm just tired of this mid play, man. I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of drafting receivers and just giving them extra time. Like, clearly T-Mac knows how to do his stuff. Like, if you're a good player, and you're a good player, it's pretty simple. I also take an effect. Same here. XL literally destroyed the momentum we had before halftime. We're taking down the field. I can agree with you. Listen, I can agree with you while also saying Bryce did not elevate his team. Simple. I can sit here and say his teammates dropped balls and made him look worse than he actually was today, because the accuracy issues was not a problem. But when you're making mistakes by turning the ball over, and that one throw to XL in the beginning of the game, the first pick was on him. He had two opportunities on that play, then a different opportunity than he made, which was throwing the ball late. He could have threw it earlier. XL was open. He was open, but he threw it a little late. Or he could have ran the ball for first down. It was 2nd and 1, and he threw the ball so late. Okay, obviously things happen, right? I'm not saying he needs to be perfect either. He's a quarterback. He's an NFL player. It happens. Okay, but when we see this consistently, I don't really know what to say. Just to be honest, but we're on the same page that the team around him did not make him look any good at all either, because he had like 5 drop passes today, 2 from Hunter Renfrow. Rico Dowdle had that second pick on him. Like, It's just the team as a whole did not look good today. It looked dysfunctional, but it also looked just fundamentally as a problem, in my opinion. You are on the point there, last 3 games comment, but he can elevate the team at the clean level, but are not there. When you're talking about can he elevate at the NFL level, I think he can. Okay, but again, it's a difference between you can do it and you can't do it. Okay, so like again, Trevor Lawrence come out of college, he can absolutely elevate a team based off talent level alone, but he hasn't been able to do it yet. So I'm not saying that Bryce is going to do it, but I think he can do it because he has the talent to do it. Bryce Young has the talent to elevate a team, which is why I wanted to take him. I don't care. Height and weight had no factor with me when it came to drafting him or CJ Stroud because I knew he can elevate a team around him. Simple. Obviously, college and NFL are different, but he just was different for me, man. Just different, but I think he can do it. Yes, sir. Same page. I also think Bryce showed his legs. Oh, yeah. One thing about Bryce is he's going to have good legs, man. That's one thing. Like, one thing is if you give him an opportunity to run, he will run and make you pay for it, which is why, again, he has a different level of impact than other quarterbacks, which is why I think he can elevate. But I need him to get there because he has the legs factor. He's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the league. Like, the only players I think quarterback-wise that are, either faster than him in terms of speed are Lamar and Kyler Murray. That's it. Jaden Daniels and him are neck and neck in terms of speed, but there's not a lot of faster quarterbacks in terms of speed in the NFL at quarterback. Like, that's a legit, weapon that he has is his legs, which is why if, people ask me, can he actually, elevate a team at the NFL level? Yes, he can, but will he do it is the question that I have. I was the biggest EXO hater as a prospect. I was not begging for us to go lad because we drafted him 1 year production. I agree. That I do agree with. I wanted, the quarterback from Texas. Sorry, not quarterback. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Name blanked, but now he's on the Colts. I wanted him when we drafted him, but then we traded up in the first round and got XL. I was kind of like, why did we do this? But same thing. I was not a hater of XL because obviously the athleticism part of it is he has that over a lot of receivers on this team right now. If he might be the best, gifted receiver in terms of being athletic on this team. But when your IQ is that low and you just don't know how to play football and catch the ball and keep your feet in bounds, it's not going to get you anywhere. It's just not, Defense need to be overhauled. ETN. Yeah. Overhauled, no. We have good pieces, but overall the defense is still not good, man. It's still not good. And I try to warn y'all too. In a lot of my videos this offseason, I was trying to warn y'all this defense just it was not sitting pretty with me. The XL pick, oh yeah, thank you for mentioning this. The XL pick should have been a PI. That was the biggest play at, pass interference I've ever seen. Okay, not ever seen. In this game, it should have been called because he got absolutely just like hit by, hit his shoulder just got slammed into XL. It was clearly a PI, but I got to be honest with you. When the refs are that bad and give the Jags so many calls like that, I don't care, right? Like, I like games to be fair. So that play compared to all the flags they give the Jags, it is what it is. I'm not really tripping about it. But yes, in terms of like football rules, I think that should have been PI for sure. I agree. The first interception was bad, 100%. But if the fumble happens, XO has, yeah. The first interception was bad, but I'm at the point now where, listen, I love Bryce. Got his jersey on. I hope he does well. I hope he finds a way to, come back from this next week and weeks to come. But listen, I don't want to be giving my man excuses. And the reason why I don't want to give him excuses is because I know he's better than this. Okay? I know he's better than this. I've seen it firsthand. Like you're talking about the last 3 games from last year. I know he has that in him for a full season to carry a team and do what he needs to do at the quarterback level. I know he has that in him, which is why I don't want to give excuses to him anymore. Like, I don't want to do that. Year 1 was the only year I felt like was, excuses worthy because that was an awful year. Like, any rookie quarterback is just going to go in there and play that bad. in that situation. But I'm at the point now where excuses just they're not for me anymore, because I know he's better than what he's been doing. Right? It's simple. It's not about Bryce making bad plays. It's about him making bad plays consistently. True. It's like he has bad plays, but he has great plays. Like, I just want to see consistency from my boy. That's all I want to see. Outside, I think Quentin Johnson over Hunter Renfrow just might be the moves. Yeah, no. Quentin Johnson is buttons. No. But Hunter Renfrow's not bad, okay? He's not. Got open today, which is why I got the ball a lot. It just needs to be a hands thing. And he just got that one drop. He got hit hard. Don't really blame him for the drop, in my opinion. He had like 5 runs. 40 had 70 yards. The fumble wasn't which one you want to give on the run. Yeah, again, the run game was not bad for Bryce today. It wasn't. The fumble was bad. And also, like, it's weird because he fumbled the ball and I saw the ball on the ground and he just didn't even try to get it. It was like right next to him. And it's right there. Just scoop it back up. Like, I don't know if he thought he was down or what. I don't know what he thought, but he just sat there and just like looked up in the air. Like, I was confused by it. Like, I saw the ball on the ground, but I thought he was down because he wasn't even trying to react to get the ball. So I was so confused on what he was doing. It was just odd to me. But in terms of the run game, we know Bryce has that in him, bro. We know. Do you think it's a mentally thing for Bryce or what? I don't know. Because today, it wasn't mental. It wasn't. Because he was accurate. If he was not accurate and was throwing bad picks, then I would think it would be mental. But because he really wasn't that inaccurate today, I can't say it's mental. Like, I don't know what it is. I really don't know. Like, last year, it was mental. Like, to start the season last year, it was definitely mental. You can tell. But today, he seemed more confident than he did last year. All of that. So I don't really know if it's mental or not. I don't. I don't think it was mental. I don't. By the same time, I could be wrong because he has struggled with mental like last year for sure. I wanted Worthy. Makes sense. I wanted AD Mitchell is who I wanted. Very good receiver out of Texas, man. In was it 2024? Very, very, very good receiver. I wanted AD Mitchell bad, but it didn't happen. It is what it is. Yeah, Worthy would have been a good pick as well. Bottom line, my point is that I love Bryce. I want him to work out. Truth that speaks to me. I want to not believe in. I don't know, honestly, no doubt. Yeah, listen, bro. I'm the same way. I am the biggest Bryce believer there is. Like, year 1, year 2, man. I got cooked last year on stream after after he got benched, saying it's not all on Bryce Young, right? I literally got hated on last year because I stuck up for Bryce, and I know that it was not all his fault. Okay. But at the end of the day, when this consistently happens and you know that your quarterback is better than what he's doing, it gets to a point where you just you expect more and you want more from your quarterback one that we all hope that he can be in the future. That's literally all it is. It's no hate. It's nothing towards Bryce. I love Bryce as much as anybody in this fan base. I do. I want him to succeed so bad, right? Because I was the number 1 Bryce fan when we were picking between him or CJ. Yeah. And also, I don't think he saw him either. And again, that doesn't happen if Bryce throws it earlier. Because when you go watch the film again and you see the highlight, XO was open. Like, he had the good read. It's just he took way too long to throw the ball. And again, he might have not have seen the safety or whatever he was that picked it off that came down. But that's just my thoughts. I don't feel bad for T-Mac. T-Mac's in good hands, bro. For Bryce's quarterback or not, he's in good hands. He's going to be a good receiver forever, man. Like, it's just he's going to have a great career if it's for us or not. And again, don't feel bad for him because it's either Bryce is the quarterback or not. He's in year 3. It's time for him to show up. So it's either Bryce comes out and shows out for the rest of the season and he's the quarterback, or he's not, and we draft someone else for T-Mac. But one thing I don't feel bad for is T-Mac because he's going to be here forever, and he's going to get an extension unless something crazy happens here soon in 4 years, obviously, maybe 5, but we'll see. T-Mac wants to be here. Yeah, he does. There's no reason why he would not want to be here. Also should have been PI on the throw to T-Mac. The defender clearly pulled his arm down. That's an interesting one. I did think the same a little bit on that play, but that's not really no. I think I do agree. Like he was kind of getting handsy, but when you can't see that as a ref, it's kind of hard to see that when you're that tight. That throw was good too by Bryce. I'm telling you right now, there was a lot of good throws. That throw on the sideline to JT, that throw that you're talking about to T Mac, he had a ton of good throws today. Just gonna keep it real, which is why I'm not honestly too much off right now on Bryce, which is why I'm not. I was before, but now I'm kind of sitting through it. I'm just thinking like all the plays that he had a very good plays for. I don't know. He deserves better. It's week 1, bro. He's a rookie. He's gonna be fine. There's no reason why he shouldn't be. you know. But here we go. It said T Mac, JC, and Chuba did fine, but everyone else was just so off. Yeah, I agree. Chuba was good, but it's weird why we went away from him. Like the first half, he was amazing, and then it's like we went away from him and said, like in the second half, it's just weird. It's weird because when he got the ball in the first quarter, he was churning yards, 5 yards a carry looked like, and then we just went away from him. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. I promise. I'm just adding to the things that went wrong and made him look worse. Yeah, I agree. I just think it's time to think about him differently. That's all I'm saying. I agree. I do agree. Okay. Everything around him was not perfect today. It did not make it. They did not help him out today. Just simple. But I'm just ready for him to elevate. That's it. And that's actually a good thing, is that I want him to be better because I know he is better than this. Like, I'm sitting here telling y'all that he did not play that bad today. He just had minor mistakes that is not helping him get from here to here as a quarterback in the NFL. It wasn't all on Bryce today. I think we can all agree on that. I agree. He doesn't have chemistry with hardly any of our receivers right now, and they traded his favorite target. That being said, he needs to do better. Wow. Perfectly said, actually. Perfectly said. This is perfectly said. In terms of chemistry, the reason why he doesn't have chemistry with XL is because he doesn't have any hands. I think that's part of it. So it's kind of hard to have chemistry with somebody that can't catch the ball. But T-Mac, you can see the chemistry will get there with them. Him and T-Mac will get, the chemistry will be there between them here soon. Today, the chemistry was kind of there, honestly. But it will happen. It's obviously going to take time for both of them to really get chemistry consistently, but I'm not worried about T-Mac at all, man. I'm not. I think he didn't scoop because he was okay. Yeah, makes sense. Also, got to acknowledge the fact that our defense has gone 7 straight games, allowing. Yeah, fair too, man. Fair, all fair points. You're hitting everything that I'm kind of trying to hit right now, right? You're doing it, and I'm at the point now where I've been kind of an Ajero Rivera apologist a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Ever since he's been here, I've been an apologist because I feel like the talent on this defense is just not as good as people think. And again, the defense, it might be both talent and coaching. Like, it just might be. It just might be because I don't like the pass rushers. I think the scheme is awful. There's a lot of holes on this defense still, but at the same token, you're not doing what you can with the defense that you have. And that's what he's been doing the last 3 years. So it's kind of hard for me to really know what's going on and what's the problem with the defense. But it's a lot of things. XL not getting a first down because turnover, not decide to get the other second foot, makes me want to crash out. Yeah, man. He catches the ball and then it's like, well, I caught the ball, but I don't want to get my feet in. Like, I don't know. XL's interesting, bro. But again, one thing, I'm gonna be trying to be more patient. We made ETN look like who? I don't know who you're trying to say, but yeah, we made him look very good. We also got to realize 2 of our best receivers potential are out. You're talking about Coker is definitely a second best receiver right now, easily. He's not even close. And I've been saying that all offseason, but people want to say I'm wrong. T-Mac and Bryce had chemistry week 1. I feel like their chemistry actually hasn't been bad from the start. T-Mac and Bryce. I feel like their chemistry has actually been pretty good. It's been pretty good all off season. Now, obviously, week 1. Said D would be 10 times better if JC followed number 1 because it would make it impossible to pass and would put him closer to the line more. Yeah. Yes. JC's everywhere, bro. Like, even in the run game. But it's just weird. It's weird. Chris Johnson. Okay. My bad. Jimmy and Coker. Are you saying after T-Mac, right? Is Jimmy and Coker? But yeah, I'm excited, man. Listen. I'm excited to see how we build off this game because I don't really know how to feel, obviously. As y'all know, I've been saying that all stream long. I don't really know what's the problem. I don't know who's the issue with this team right now. It's a lot, but I'm just tired of looking dysfunctional. Man. Get to some of these chats. Say Chris Johnson running back for the Titans at 2,000 yards. Yeah. I know. I just didn't know the CJ2K nickname that he had. Didn't. But, yeah. I don't think he looked exactly like him, but, I don't know. JC wasn't a good tackler when he was younger, but, yeah. JC now is, I'm sorry, but JC's our best player. He is. He just is, bro. He is. After last year when he really carried that defense, again, he's an elevator. That's a good kind of way to say that when you're talking about players that can elevate, not excel. JC really knows how to elevate the defense. Last year, he just made plays when the defense was that bad last year. Also cut Nick Scott. Please. I need to hear something from Dave Canales, like why he's starting still. The only reason why I think he's starting is because he's a veteran. That's stupid. That's so dumb. Like, you're starting a player just because he's a veteran. It's so dumb. It's like stop. You have 2 better safeties right now, and they're younger. But like, I don't get it. I just don't get the thought process behind some of the things that Dave says when it comes to roster moves. XO was at to prove himself after that game and 3 other games before Jalen Coker steps in and absolutely cooks. Bro, I was so happy whenever honestly, the biggest reason why I was happy that we traded Adam Thielen, obviously, I didn't want it because of the fact that he was Bryce's biggest target and he would have, made a big impact this year for us. But why I would have been happy is because of Coker. Simple. Is because of Jalen Coker, and I knew that he was going to cook, bro. I was so excited, and then he got injured. And that's why X was the X factor today. And he did not step up at all, to say the least. JC, the best cornerback in the league? Nah, he's not. But I would say he's definitely top 5 for sure. And you can make the argument for top 3 in terms of what the impact that he makes as a corner. He genuinely has a top 3 potential, but I think top 5 easy. If anybody says he's not top 5 corner with the impact that he makes week to week, you're just wrong. No one can actually name me 5 better corners than JC Horn. You can't. You can't. He said Nick Scott can go, Bryce can go, Corbett can go, XL can go. 1 for 4. 1 for 4. Only Nick Scott, because Bryce, not yet. Corbett, no. I think it was just more of a snap issue today. That's something you can fix in practice, obviously. XL can go, not yet. Obviously, I want to see the rest of the season, but if he just plays as bad this year, I don't know. If we cut Scott, we win that game. That's funny. JC lit last full season was named number 1 for 2 for everyone. Yeah. And then he got injured again. So it's kind of like last year, no. Again, but the reason why last year he had a full season but was not acknowledged as a top 5 corner is because of the fact that, the defense was so bad. And when you're the best player on a team and the side of the ball that's that bad, you're not going to get hype for it, obviously. Which I think was 2022. Yeah, it was. It was. Corbett can be named, can't be center, Cade, younger, and good. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, it was a 50-50 thing for me when it came down to it. It was. I was 50-50 with it. If you start Cade, he's a younger player. He's not bad. But Austin Corbett is he's solid. He's not bad. I think, again, if he does this bad next week when it comes to snaps and everything and just being fundamentally off as a center, then you have to kind of have those discussions as a staff on we have a, young player who might be better in Cade Mays. So I don't know. I see what he says. He says, bro, every test Bryce has thrown 2 picks in week 1. How much more do we really need to see from him? He's not the answer. He has weapons, so that can't be the excuse anymore. First of all, the second pick was not on him. The throw to Rico was not on him at all. That's first. Second thing, he was not inaccurate today. It's the second thing. Like, let's not sit here and act like he was this bad player today like he was last year. Last year, week 1, he was a bad quarterback. Simple. There was inaccurate things that he had last year in week 1. Not today. Not today. He just made big mistakes. The fumble and the first pick. That's it. Right? And obviously, that's it. That's it. And they were big mistakes. The mistakes he made, really the fumble, were the biggest game-changing plays for us. And as a quarterback, you can't do that. Okay, simple. But one thing about today is it's not all on him, right? And it was not an inaccurate issue today, personally, is how I watched the game. I didn't look at today and say, man, he was just inaccurate all game long like it was last year. That's why I was kind of on that Thielen trade because of Jalen Coker. I probably say he is a better receiver, a lot younger with more potential. Agree. Very excited to see what Jalen Coker can do in 3 weeks' time coming up. But neither pick was on Bryce. It was a PI. You got the argument. Listen, if you want to argue that, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So in your eyes, he had no picks. Cool. Cool with me. But I think the first play I will put it on Bryce just because of the fact that he had 2 other opportunities to figure that out. Like, he didn't have to throw it late. Like, he could have thrown earlier, would have been better. Could have played better. Could have had 2 better opportunities, which is running or throwing it earlier. So, I don't know. It's tough for me. But yeah, if you want to say that both picks were on him, I'm okay with that. Like, if you think that that first one was a PI, like, for real, you have the argument. Say, when is Icky back? I think he's back next week. I think he starts next week. I think so. Think he starts next week. I think so. She'll be back next week, but I know he's like day to day right now. So she'll be back next week. We'll see. He was not good today. Decision making as a fan base, we have to stop babying him. The first interception he could have ran. I said that. I did say that. I'm pretty sure. Trust me, I'm not babying him at all. He could have played way better today, right? He could have. Like, how many times I've said in this stream so far that I'm tired of him being down here. His expectation from us should be up here because he can be that good. So I'm not giving him excuses anymore because I know he should be up here as a quarterback. I'm tired of him just being great whenever everything around him is perfect. I'm tired of it, right? So I'm just ready for him to take that step. I'm not babying him. I don't know where you're getting that from, right? I'm not babying him. I need him to play better, elevate the team around him. But today he did not play as bad as some people think he did, is all I'm saying. Coker's the best receiver aside from maybe T-Mac, but he's better than XL. It's not really close. I agree he's better than XL, not even close. Saying he's better than T-Mac, I guess you could have the argument there. I personally wouldn't say it because obviously you see T-Mac is legit that guy. Like, he's actually that good in every way. Physically, hands, all of that. Coker, I think, is just a great number 2. But I don't think he's better than T-Mac in terms of every way, just everything for a receiver. I only blame Bryce for 4th and yep. That 4th down play was terrible from Bryce. Like, I don't know why you throw it away. You need to make a play happen. Like, you need to make a play happen. I don't know. But on that 4th down, that was on Bryce. There's no excuse for you throw the ball away on 4th and 1, bro. Like, the game's on the line. You have to throw the ball there, simply. I will say T-Mac is as advertised. He just needs a quarterback. Yeah, T-Mac's going to be amazing. Doesn't matter who he's with, to be honest with you. But listen, let's not give on Bryce yet. This is not last year, week 1. Okay? It's not. It's not. He did not play perfect today. But the one thing he did not play is awful. The accuracy issues were not that bad like they were last year in specific. If Icky back, we give Cards belt next week. Hope so. Hope so. I really hope so. I really, 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 really hope so. It's just me. It's just me, though. Also, what are your thoughts on Matthew Golden? I got him over Emeka Ibuka. Kind of new, but from my knowledge, I'm thinking Golden is better and a better spot receiver core. Today, obviously, Emeka Ibuka went crazy with two tutties, but I think because the Bucs do have a great receiver core, he's not going to be good every week. Matthew Golden has the potential to be like the number 1 receiver for the Packers for sure. So I would start him still, but obviously, if Emeka Ibuka just continues to play this good, then he's probably going to just leap the Bucs receivers and get close to Mike Evans there. But I don't know. Personally, though, I think I'll probably continue to start Matthew Golden unless, again, as I mentioned, Emeka Ibuka just continues to elevate himself and get better week to week. Then, yeah, but right now, Matthew Golden is still has a chance to be the actual number 1 receiver like right away. And actually, I don't know what the Packers play. Are they playing right now? I want to see what he's doing. Yo, they're putting belts on the lines. I don't even see this. Okay, let me see how much he has. He only has 16 yards. Wow. The Packers are going to be good. Packers are literally, it's going to be a good team this year. Chuba shouldn't have been walking on 4th and 1 too. I agree. Listen, this whole team made a lot of dumb mistakes today. What do you think T-Mac's ceiling is? Player-wise, man, that's tough. That's actually hard. I think ceiling in terms of like where he can be as a receiver in the NFL, top 5. In terms of ceiling, easy. Top 5. Ceiling, easy. Top 5. I don't even think that's a debate. In terms of ceiling, it's got to be top 5. It's got to be. He just has that. He just has it, man. He just has it. He just has it. You can see it already. T-Mac's ceiling, best receiver in the league. Not crazy. I don't know if he's ever going to, be as impactful as like a Justin Jefferson. Like that good. But I think top 5 is fair too. I think so. I think top 5 is fair as well. For sure. T-Mac should have the impact like a Mike Evans. Yeah, he should. Honestly, I think he could have the impact, yeah, in terms of like getting 1,000-yard seasons every single year, stuff like that, for sure. But I do think he could be a better player than Mike Evans, potential-wise. I do think so. His hands are different. His hands are just different. He says floor is top 10. Okay, so you're saying floor top 10, so you're saying he's already top 10 in the league. So what you're telling me. I don't know about that yet. because you're saying his floor is top 10, which means he's already a top 10 receiver. I don't know. I don't know about that one. But potential wise, if you think he can be the best receiver in the league, I'm not going to argue with that. But top 5 ceiling for me, easy. I think floor right now, top 25 receiver. Right now, top 20. Like Julio, yeah, that's a great comparison, actually. In terms of the impact and all of that, I think Julio's better than Mike Evans in terms of, impact on the game and, the prime, obviously. I think that's actually, in terms of player-wise, I think that's a fair kind of comp. Maybe not, actually player-wise too, actually is a very good comp. But I think, impact and everything, that's kind of where I'm at. It's like a Julio Jones, like prime Julio Jones is what I think his potential ceiling could be as a player in terms of impact, statistically, all that is like a Julio Jones. Because Mike Evans, is a very good receiver, but I don't think he's ever been touted as like talent-wise and all that. Maybe top 5 in his career, maybe like a couple seasons, but that's it. That's just me personally. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I got Golden because I think the rest of the receivers is all right. There's not enough firepower before Golden, but now though he can be a straight dog. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Simple. Matthew Golden is going to be good. Obviously, today didn't play that good, but clearly based off stat line. But I don't know. I think he's going to be pretty good. I'm saying floor unless hurt by midseason, he'll be 10 or 15. I don't think that high right now. I don't. I think I want to see more from him, but to me personally, said T Mac will be floor, Mike Evans, and ceiling Randy Moss. Jesus. Whew. That's bold. That's bold. Bro's in week 1, and we have him as Mike Evans already. That's wild. But listen, we have a full season left. I hope it's not a long season like it was last year, man. It doesn't feel as bad as it did last year week 1. I'm gonna be honest with you. Right now, I don't feel as terrible as I did from last year week 1 against the Saints. But man, I've been going live for an over now. I never do this, but y'all showed up for me today in the chat. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Obviously, man, hey, I'm going live every single Sunday. There will be some Sundays I go live and actually stream the game with you guys the entire time. So if you guys want to, come out and support as well on those streams as well, we'll be live for over 3 hours just doing this. The first one I might be doing a collab with the Patriots here in 3 weeks. So stay tuned for that. Maybe. I don't know. But if you guys are new, subscribe for me, man, because I'm trying to hit 1K. We're very close. See where we're at right now. Haven't looked in a little bit, a couple days. We're at 919 right now. We're literally 80 away from 1K. And I will not be here without you guys. As y'all know, a lot of y'all in the chat right now are subscribed. Like Corbin, all y'all, man, subscribe. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in all the time. I'm going to make a video here Tuesday. I might do some film, and then Wednesday. I have 2 videos coming out for you guys this week, and then we'll be going live again Sunday after the game against the Cardinals. And just show up for me again, bro. Y'all show up for me again. I'm going to be going live every single Sunday, man. We get to some of these chats, and I'll be out of here. He says, ceiling, Moss not crazy. He's 100% able to be the best receiver of all time. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I hope so. He has one of the craziest first catches I've ever seen. He said, do with the Falcons. Talking about week 3, right? I might do it. Good chance I might do it. But next week I'm not against the Cardinals. But I'm definitely probably going to go live on during the game in week 4 against the Patriots. 2 weeks from now against the Falcons, I might. Depends. We'll see. You're not streaming week 13. What's week 13? Let me see. Is that bye week? Let me see. If it's bye week, I probably won't stream. Honestly, I might, and I might just hang out with y'all and do some stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is week 13? Okay, every divisional game. Okay. Yeah, I might do that. Stream every yeah, I might do that. All right. So y'all know my schedule. I'll probably do at least 6 streams for y'all this year during stream, but I'm going live after every game for sure. Week 13 is Monday. It's the Saints, right? Oh, the Niners. I might stream there. Yeah, I probably will. Monday night, yeah, I probably will stream then. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna be coming out with some videos for you guys here. 2 videos this week. Probably one a film breakdown, just something I want to do. Probably just rewatch the game tomorrow and see kind of what went wrong, things that I think I didn't catch while watching the game, and give you guys that video here on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I make a video as well for you guys. Just something basic, man. Something for you guys, and I'm gonna be going live on Sunday after the game against the Cardinals. So if you guys are new, subscribe for me, and I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Obviously, versus Niners. Yep, I'll be there. I'll be there Monday night. But appreciate all you guys for tuning in, man. And I'll see you guys in my